English podcast with English Daily Podcast.
Start!
Your go-to English podcast for learning English while growing through life. I'm Erin.
And I'm Evan.
How are you doing today, Evan?
I'm doing great, Erin. I had a quiet morning and listened to some music before we started. It helped me feel calm. How about you?
I'm feeling fantastic. I made my favorite coffee and enjoyed a slow morning. It gave me good energy for this episode.
That's perfect. Because today, we're talking about something that takes away a lot of people's energy. We often feel tired, not because we're doing too much, but because we're thinking too much. Worrying, overthinking, trying to control things we just can't.
Like what other people say, or what they think, or how they act. And the truth is, when you try to control everything, you lose your time, your energy, and even your happiness.
But here's something powerful. You don't have to control everything. You can just let them. Let them think what they want. Let them walk away. Let them judge. And instead, you focus on the one thing you can control. You.
This simple idea, let them, can truly change your life. It helped us, and we're going to share how it can help you too.
And hey, if a few expressions fly over your head, don't stress. Charlotte will join us at the end with her warm, clear breakdown of all the vocabulary, so you won't miss a thing.
Plus, there's a free PDF waiting for you with the full transcript, comprehension and grammar exercises, and some thoughtful reflection prompts to help you not just learn English, but live with more peace and purpose.
All right, let's get started. Today's episode is all about protecting your time, your peace, and your energy. So take a deep breath. Maybe grab a warm drink, and let's dive in.
Let's start with something that quietly eats away at our confidence: being judged. No one likes that feeling, right?
Totally. Whether it's your accent, your choices, your lifestyle, people are always going to have something to say. And most of the time, it has nothing to do with you.
Right. I remember when I first started learning English, I was so nervous to speak in front of native speakers. I thought, what if they think I sound stupid? Or, what if I mess up?
Same here. And the thing is, some people did judge. Some rolled their eyes or laughed. But over time, I realized their opinion didn't define me. I was doing something brave. And they were just being rude.
Here's the truth. You don't have to be understood to be valid. You're not a puzzle that everyone has to solve. You're not a phone that needs better reception. You're a whole human being with a story. Let them judge.
Exactly. When you stop chasing approval, you start attracting peace. Let them think what they want. You don't have to justify every step you take.
And that leads us into something even more personal: letting people walk away.
Oof, yeah, this one's heavy. We all have people we thought would stay forever. Friends, partners, even family. But sometimes, they leave.
I had a friend once. We used to talk every day. Then slowly she started replying late, canceling plans, and finally, just disappeared. I kept asking myself, what did I do wrong? But the truth was, I didn't do anything wrong. She simply outgrew the connection, or maybe I did.
That hurts. But here's the thing. When someone wants to walk out of your life, chasing them only drains you. You become like a gardener watering a dead plant, hoping it'll bloom again. But it won't.
That's such a good metaphor. And it's true. You shouldn't have to beg to be chosen. If someone wants to go, let them. The people who truly care, they won't need to be pulled back in. They'll stay.
Yes. And if someone walks away, don't see it as rejection. See it as redirection, a sign that you're making space for something or someone better.
Okay, now let's talk about something that stings in a quiet way, not being invited.
Ugh, yeah. That feeling when you see your friends hanging out and you weren't even asked. You start thinking, did they forget me? Did I do something wrong?
Oh, I've been there. Once I saw photos of a dinner party on social media, and it hit me. Everyone I knew was there. Everyone. Except me. And for a moment, I felt invisible.
Yeah, that kind of social rejection feels like a punch to the gut. But here's the truth. You're not for everyone, and that's okay.
Exactly. Being excluded doesn't mean you're not worthy. It just means you're not part of that circle. And maybe you're not meant to be.
And let's be honest, sometimes not being invited is a blessing in disguise. Who knows? Maybe it saved you from gossip, drama, or just bad energy.
So next time it happens, don't beg for a seat at the table. Build your own table. And invite people who see you, value you, and want you there.
So far, we've let go of the need to be liked, to be kept, and to be included. And with each one, we've taken back a little more of our time and our peace.
And we're just getting started. The more you let go of what doesn't serve you, the more space you create for what does. Space for self-respect. Space for calm. Space for you.
And sometimes, that space makes others uncomfortable, which brings us to something that happens a lot when you start growing. People start whispering, "You've changed."
Oh yes, you've changed. It's funny how people say that like it's a bad thing.
Right? I mean, isn't that the goal? You're supposed to change. That's what healing, learning, and growing are all about.
Exactly. I remember when I started setting better boundaries, saying no to things that drained me. Some people didn't like it. One even said, "You're not the same Aaron you used to be." And I smiled and said, "You're right. I'm not."
Boom. I love that. Because sometimes when people say, "You've changed," what they're really saying is, "You're not as easy to control anymore."
Oof, truth bomb. So let them say you've changed. Let them miss the version of you that was always tired, always saying yes, always putting others first. You've grown. That's not shameful. It's powerful.
And if your growth makes others uncomfortable, let it. You're not here to shrink to make others feel okay. You're here to expand.
Now, speaking of discomfort, let's talk about something many of us struggle with: guilt, especially when someone is upset.
Ugh, this is a big one. I used to panic when someone around me was angry, even if I didn't do anything wrong. I'd over-apologize, over-explain, just to make things feel okay again.
Same. I thought being kind meant being responsible for everyone's emotions. But over time, I realized that's not kindness. That's people-pleasing. And it's exhausting.
Exactly. People are allowed to feel what they feel. Anger, sadness, frustration. It's their job to process that. It's not your job to carry it for them.
Think of it like this. You're not a sponge. You're not meant to soak up everyone else's feelings until you're heavy and dripping with stress. You can be understanding, but you don't have to absorb it.
Let them be angry. Let them feel what they feel. And you breathe. You pause. You stay grounded in your truth.
And now, let's talk about what happens when the people around you don't want to move forward. When they're stuck in the same routines, the same mindset, the same drama, and you're not.
Oof. Yeah. It's frustrating. You try to share your excitement, your ideas, your growth, and they look at you like you're doing too much. But really, they just don't want to leave their comfort zone.
And at first, you might slow down. You think, maybe I should wait. Maybe they'll catch up. But here's the truth. You're not here to wait for anyone. You have one life, one journey, and it's moving.
Exactly. If you spend all your energy trying to pull others forward, you'll start dragging. Your dreams get delayed. Your energy gets drained. And the worst part? Sometimes they still don't come with you.
It's like being on a train that's ready to leave the station, and someone you care about is just sitting on the bench. You want them to come, but they won't move. And now, you're stuck between staying or growing.
And listen, you can still love them, but you don't have to wait for them. Let them stay stuck, if that's their choice. You keep walking, keep learning, keep climbing.
Because your path won't wait. And the more you rise, the more you'll meet people who are also moving. People who don't hold you back, but walk beside you.
All right. Let's bring everything together with one final truth. Letting go isn't losing. It's how you win.
You know, holding on can feel safe, like we're doing the right thing by not giving up. But sometimes, holding on is exactly what's hurting us.
It's like trying to hold sand in your hand. If you grip it too tightly, it slips through your fingers. But if you open your hand and relax, the sand stays. Some things are only safe when you stop trying so hard to keep them.
Exactly. The tighter we hold on to people, relationships, control, or even old stories about ourselves, the more we lose our peace. Letting go doesn't mean you didn't care. It means you finally care about yourself too.
And it doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you stop losing yourself in trying to keep them. Letting go gives you your time back, your calm, your future.
And once you let go, you can finally move forward with open hands, ready for new chances, better connections, and more peace. Because when your hands are full of things that hurt, there's no space for things that heal.
So let them think what they want. Let them walk. Let them stay stuck. Let them go. Not because you're cold, but because you're choosing to live lighter. That's not weakness. That's wisdom.
Letting go isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new, stronger you.
Whew. What a journey today. We hope this episode helped you breathe a little deeper and hold yourself with more kindness.
And if some words or phrases felt a little tricky, don't worry. Charlotte's here to walk you through them, one step at a time.
She'll break it down nice and easy so you can not only feel better, but speak better too.
All right, Charlotte. The mic is yours.
Thanks, Erin. Hi everyone, it's Charlotte, and I'm so glad you stayed with us till the end. Let's go over some words and phrases you heard in today's episode. I'll explain them simply with short examples to help you remember. Judge, meaning to form an opinion about someone or something, often without full understanding. Example: don't judge a book by its cover, you might miss a great story. Shrink, meaning to become smaller in size or confidence. Example: he shrinks every time his boss raises her voice. Comfort zone, meaning a situation where you feel safe but you don't grow or take risks. Example: she left her comfort zone when she moved to a new city alone. Boundary, meaning a limit you set to protect your time, emotions, or energy. Example: setting a boundary at work helped him stop answering emails at night. Let go, meaning to release something emotionally or mentally. Example: she had to let go of her past mistakes to feel free again. Outgrow, meaning to move beyond something emotionally, mentally, or physically. Example: he outgrew video games as he got more focused on his studies. Redirection, meaning a change in path, often one that leads to something better. Example: losing that job felt bad, but it was really a redirection towards something greater. Tied down, meaning to feel stuck or unable to move freely due to responsibility or attachment. Example: she didn't want to be tied down by a job that drained her creativity. Blessing in disguise, meaning something that seems bad at first but turns out to be good. Example: missing that flight was a blessing in disguise. It gave him time to rethink his trip. Carry emotions, meaning to hold emotional weight or stress. Example: he's been quietly carrying guilt about what happened for years. Truth bomb, meaning a strong, honest statement that reveals an important truth. Example: her comment about needing space was a real truth bomb in the conversation. Punch to the gut, meaning a sudden feeling of emotional pain or shock. Example: hearing her best friend talk behind her back felt like a punch to the gut. That's it for today. Which word did you like the most? Go back and listen to the episode again. See if you can hear these words in context now. And remember, you're doing an amazing job. Back to you, Aaron and Evan.
Thank you, Charlotte. That was super helpful, as always.
Yes. And to everyone listening, we hope today's episode gave you not just new English words, but new perspective too.
Remember, letting go doesn't make you weak. It gives you space to grow stronger, live lighter, and focus on what really matters.
If this episode spoke to you, share it with a friend who needs it. And don't forget to download the free PDF. We've packed it with exercises, reflection questions, and all the vocabulary from today.
We'll be back soon with more episodes to help you grow in English and in life.